Morning. Shaking things up a bit. Live from New York this morning. Here in Brooklyn on my friend Caleb's roof. And it's a beautiful day. It's Memorial Day. And wish you all beautiful days wherever you are. And whatever you're feeling in your body, take my words as suggestion and offering. And listen into what your body is telling you for what is fitting for your practice today. If you need alternate stories for this practice or different variations for your own body that would fit better. So as we begin this morning, welcome you to come to your mat. You can have a blanket under your hips. Or you can be sitting right on the ground. Sometimes a block under the hips also is nice lift to get the hips over elbow, over knees. And begin by taking one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Gently listening to the rhythm of your breath. Letting your belly rise and fall as you're listening to the noises around you. Welcome in the morning. Air filling up your lungs. Noticing the temperature. It's in. Does the space feel? Does it smell like? Starting to create the soft whooshing noise that you should in the back of your throat. Lifting your tongue ever so slightly. Ujjayi breath. As your belly rises and falls. Oh, you can always return to your breath throughout practice. We'll take 3 deep breaths together, inhaling through the nose and exhaling with the side. Bring your hands to heart center. Hands over heart overlapped. Gently set an intention for your practice today. Something kind and generous you can share with yourself in this moment. Turn to throughout your practice. Coming onto your hands and knees. Finding that transition and any wiggles in between. Then, when you're on your hands and knees, finding soft barrel rolls, wagging your tail. Your head side to side. Finding cat cow inhale. Your head drop, belly lift. Exhale, head lifts, belly drops down. With your breath back and forth. And taking your right arm up to the sky. Making big circles with right arm. Sending it long in front of you, pointing forward in a straight direction. As you extend your left leg long, into toes flexed, down, finding your balance. Last inhale extends long through pointed toes, pointed fingers. Exhale, hands to the earth with cow round. Left arm goes up to the sky. Big circles. Extending your left arm long in front of you. Right toes lift off of the ground, pointing down to the downwards and flexed. Finding your balance. Right knee finding a spot to look at. Gazing long through your fingertips. Or inhale to point fingers and toes. Lift. Exhale, hand and knee return to the earth. Taking your head and tail side to side. And then walking your hands out another slowly lowering all the way to your belly. Taking hands under shoulders, lifting from your heart for baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale to stay. Feeling this in your low back. So you bring your shoulder blades closer together. Up and back. Hands are soft. So soft they may hover. Staying lifted. You can stay lifted, or you can lower in between breaths. Using my arms long by my sides, pulling them long behind me. Lifting my thighs and toes, knees off the ground for locust. And bending through both knees, reaching around from the outside for each ankle. Pressing my ankle and foot into my hands. Lifting up for bow. Again, finding most of the lift through my heart. Connecting through my low back. Shoulders sewn together. One more inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Taking hands underneath shoulders. Looking straight down and lifting up into high plank. Taking a few breaths here. We're sending hips up and back, downward facing dog. Being gentle with yourself. Is this maybe your first down dog of the day or the week? So pedaling through your knees. While the walk us through the flow, as you lift up onto your tiptoes, inhale. Rolling like a wave forward into high plank. Bending through your knees, sending your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Heels drop. Taking that again, lifting up to your tiptoes and rolling forward like a wave to high plank. Bending through your knees, sending your hips up and back as heels lower, down dog. Looking forward. You're walking forward through the center line of your mat, tiptoeing all the way to the top of your mat. Head hangs long as arms dangle. Ragdoll. I invite you to take one hand at a time under each foot, palm faces up to connect to the sole of the foot, toes pressing into the wrist crease. Head is pointed down to the earth. Let something you're holding on to fall out of the top of your head and down into the earth. Undoing your bonnet and then giving yourself a pat up the side of your legs. Or you can do with cupped palms, or you can make little fists with your hands. Move along the inside and outside of your legs, waking them up. And hands to shins, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale to release and lower. Inhale rolls you all the way up through center. Arms lift tall. Exhale, hands come to heart. Arms circle up to the sky, landing parallel to your ears and pointed up. Feet are underneath your hips. Tadasana, mountain pose. Tall as a mountain. Strong for the ages. Tucking your tailbone under, finding your lift. Clasping hands overhead, pointer finger points, and taking your arms and fingers over to the right side as hips bump to the left side. You might want to cross your left foot behind right. Inhale brings you back through center. Lifting tall through your ribs. Recrossing your fingers so that they're in the opposite direction. Pointer finger points. Inhale takes you tall. Exhale over to the left. Hips bump to the right. As right foot crosses behind left. Inhale takes you back through center. Releasing your hands, feet land back underneath hips. One more lift, take you tall. And forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale to release. Step or hop back, high move. Halfway or all the way. Up top 6 feet, land to the earth. Heart is lifted. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Staying for a full round of breath. Looking forward, bending through both knees. Exhale, steps you to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release and lower. Inhale, rolls you all the way up through center. Hands to heart.
Arms circling all the way up to the sky.
Halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, release and lower. Hands to the earth. Feet step or hop back. High plank. Inhale to lift you up through your shoulders. Lowering halfway or all the way. Elbows tucked in. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips go up and back.
Downward facing dog. Full breath.
Looking forward, bending both knees. Step to the top of your mat. Exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, release and lower.
Rolling all the way up, circling your arms like rainbows to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Last time. Arms circle up to the sky. Sun salutation A. Exhale. Forward fold.
Halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step or hop back. High plank. Take the inhale to arrive. And exhale to lower. Elbows tucked. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back.
Downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Taking those small adjustments you need to land more fully in this down dog, in this moment. Sending your right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Finding ankle rolls.
Exhale helps you hover your knee into chest and then step it through. Lunge. Planting your left hand to the earth, right arm to the sky, simple twist. Both hands to the mat, back knee lowers, toe untucks, and arms lift for Anjaneyasana.
Exhale, cactus arms. Baby back bends. Arms to the sky, lifting.
Exhale, hands to the mat. Back toe tucks. Back knee lifts.
And arms lift up overhead. For high crescent lunge, stacking your back ankle heel on top of your toes. Opening up, warrior 2. Back heel lands, toes pointed slightly forward. Bending through your front knee still, as arms come out wide to a T. Inching along your horizon line, flipping your palm slowly and surely. Your extended side angle. Your right hand may hover close to your right foot on the inside to land to the block or the earth. Tall. Expanding. Rolling your arms straight up to the sky. Reversing. Your warrior, taking bind your left arm into your hip crease behind you, right arm to the sky. Both arms back out to a T, extending through your front knee. And then hinging forward one more time, flipping your front palm, coming into triangle, finding your hovering arm or a block for your right hand to land in front of your right foot. Left arm to the sky. Finding lift through your ribs. Climbing straight up, arms out to a T. And then bending through your front knee, warrior two. Swiveling forward, returning to high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands land for low lunge. Simple twist, right arm to the side, left hand supports. Exhale, both hands to the mat, stepping back, high plank to low plank. Up dog or cobra. Inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Finding those ankle rolls. Bringing your knee into hover. Then stepping it through for low lunge. Right hand lands. As left arm goes up to the sky, simple twist. From your simple twist, landing both hands to the mat, low lunge, and then lowering back knee to the earth, back toe untucks as arms lift, Anjaneyasana. Cactus arms, exhale. Arms to the sky. Landing them back in front of you, back toe tucks, back knee lifts. Coming all the way up to high crescent lunge. Stacking your back heel on top of your back toes. Swiveling open, opening up wide to the right side of your mat, warrior two. Back heel is landed, toes pointed forward. Arms open out wide. Hips are wide. Flipping your front palm, hinging at your hips, inching forward, and softly lowering to hover. As your right arm goes to the sky, extended side ankle. Falling straight up on that invisible rope with your right hand, reversing your warrior. Right arm comes behind you to the bind as an option. Left arm to the side. Arms come back up to a T, warrior two. As front knee extends. Inching hips, inching forward once more. Circling right arm forward. Turning your hips so they're facing forward. So you return to high crescent lunge. Inhale. Soak it in. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Right hand lands, left arm to the sky, simple twist. Both hands to the mat. Stepping back, high plank. High plank to low plank. Toes untucked. Tops of feet to the earth for up dog, cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Sending right leg to the sky and stepping it through. Taking that simple twist, right arm to the side, and then letting that right arm lift you all the way up into a twisted high crescent lunge. Circling both arms back through center, high crescent lunge. Cactus arms, baby back bend. Arms to the sky. Looking forward, landing your hands as you kick off your left foot for standing split at the top of the mat. Both feet come to touch. Halfway lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, sinks your hips back. Arms lift, knees bend for Utkatasana chair. Inhale, lifting. Exhale to fly, drinking bird. Hips go up as knees extend. Toes may stay to the earth as heels lift. Arms flutter back. And head lowers. Inhale brings you back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Dropping back, high plank. Exhale to lower, elbows tucked, up dog. And hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale to step it through, low lunge. Left arm to the sky, inhale. Simple twist. Simple twist lifts you up from that left arm, twisting to the left in high crescent lunge. Swiveling your arms open to be in warrior two. Right arm, left arm points forward, hips are wide. Bringing you back to high crescent lunge. And then looking forward to the top of your mat, lowering your hands to your foot as your right foot goes to the sky, standing split. Both feet come to touch, forward fold. Utkatasana chair. Knees bend as arms lift, hips sink back. Exhale, drinking bird, head lowers, his heels lift. Arms to the sky. Utkatasana chair, inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale to lower. Hands plant as you step or hop back. High plank. Exhale for low plank. Up dog. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Taking a few more breaths in your down dog. Tiptoeing your way to the center of your mat. Heels touch as toes are out. Hands plant. A shoulder width distance. Fingers all spread wide. As you find your crow hops or balance. You can also take your toes up onto a block to make them a little bit lifted higher than your hands. If you're just getting into crow. And then sinking the crease in your bend in your knee into your elbow. Finding a spot to focus on. And then trusting in the support of your arms. Breathing. Three more breaths. Lowering back to the earth. Slowly lifting up onto straight legs. Exhale to lower. Rolling slowly to stick arms to the side. Hands to heart center. Returning to your intention. Place the crow we just met in beautiful tree, finding support into your left leg. Right leg lifts. Knee raised in front of you. Bring your knee into chest with woven fingers. And then bringing your right hand down to support your right foot, bringing it into your inner thigh or calf, pressing it in to that calf or thigh. As you send your knee out to the side, lifting up through your hips, finding your branches, welcoming the sway that might accompany them, embodying the tree. One more deep inhale, lifts you taller. Exhale, bringing your knee back in front of you and crossing it over, finding eagle legs, arms out to a T, and then crossing right arm under left, eagle arms. You got this. 3 more breaths. Lifting through your elbows. Grappling, finding lift through your base, right knee. And then exhale, forward fold, sending right leg to the sky for standing split. Hands to the earth, head lowers. And then both feet come to touch. Forward folds. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Rolling all the way up through center. As hands come to heart. Finding support through your right foot this time as you find lift through your left toes, bouncing them off of the ground. And lifting your knee in front of you raised. Fingers weave in front of your knee, bringing it closer to your chest, hugging it in. And using left hand to support left foot, bringing it into your inner thigh or calf. For tree, hands can stay at heart center. We can let them expand and branch. Maybe this side is a different version of tree for you. Whatever it may be, welcome it. Send your left knee out to the side, opening up through your hips, grounding through your right foot, standing tall. Knee raise comes back through center, rising tall with your arms as you cross over, transitioning into eagle legs. Arms come out to a T. Left arm goes under, right arm over. arms lift to the sky as knee raise. And then hands to the earth, standing split, left leg to the sky. Exhale to lower both feet to the earth. Heel toeing them out wide. So wide, they're wider than your mat. So wide, you are now in wide-legged forward fold. Taking your hands to your ankles. Head lowers closer to the earth, pointed down. As your hips come a little forward to be in line with your heels. Really letting your head dangle here. Taking a twist, we're gonna do left hand to right ankle or leg. Right arm to the sky. Then crossing right arm over to left leg, left arm to the sky. Both hands to the mat. Right underneath your shoulders, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Then with a long flat back, coming all the way up with your arms out to a T. Arms up to the sky. For 5 pointed star. Pyramid. Heel toeing your feet back to touch. Taking one last long, tall inhale, wiggling your butterfly fingers, preparing for an exhale with a lion's breath, tongue out. Inhale, one more lift. Exhale, lion. 2 more times. Being as silly as you'll allow in this moment. Last time to be fully in this breath. Arms to the sky. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Release and lower. And then bringing your heels lifted off the ground, slowly coming into a squat. Knees into chest, arms wrapped around knees. Getting the shape of an egg. Knees out wide for support, arms slowly lower your hips to the earth. Inching forward. Use your arms for support, but I chose not to. And taking arms underneath knees, lifting them so that your legs are parallel to the earth. Arms out wide or in long boat Navasana. The triangle of your sit bones support you as your long spine rounds you. Finding long flat back here still. 2 more breaths, you got this. Long fingers, long toes, brings you all the way to your back and rock and roll along the length of your spine. Do this as many times as you like. It's a beautiful stretch for the entire length of your back. You cover. Come back into Navasana. gonna land in plow. If this is in your practice, I encourage you to bring your knees over your head, feet long behind you. Your arms are gonna come into a bind to start so that you can cinch your elbows closer together. And then bring your hands back underneath, one under each hip for support. You can also do legs up the wall with a block under your hips as another variation. And if you have another inversion in mind, I welcome you to find whatever feels best for your practice in this moment. Allowing your shoulders to melt into the earth. Hands come along by your sides as your hips slowly lower down. Feet come flat to the earth, toes, fingertips can brush the back of your heels. Setting up for bridge. And then finding bridge, lifting with an inhale, sending your hips high to the sky. Arms are still long by your sides, or you could take them as a bind underneath you as you just did for plow. Shoulders cinched together. Finding your breath, into your breath each time. Two more here. Full inhale. Beautiful exhale as your hips lower slowly back down to the earth. Knees come into chest. And then left leg comes long, right knee comes in, and then crosses. Left hand supports right knee as right arm comes out to a T and gaze can follow. Supine twist. Bringing your head first through center. And then knee comes back tucked into chest. Both knees come in. Right leg comes long, left leg stays into chest. And crossing. Bringing your left knee over to the right side. Right hand supports your knee as your left arm comes out to a T. Finding several grounding breaths here. Letting yourself unravel. Unwind and release. Big deep breath here together. Exhale brings you back to center. Knees come into chest once more. And I encourage you and invite you to reach for your outside of each foot, sending the flat of your feet up to the sky. Happy baby. From here, take any other movements you might like before landing in Shavasana. From happy baby, you can lower your feet to the earth, taking them long out in front of you so that you're fully landed onto the earth, arms by your side. Noticing the sounds around you. Temperature on your fingertips and toe tips. The rhythm of your breath. letting your tension dissolve into the max. Gentle movements, fingers and toes, turning to your breath. Finding a long full body stretch, arms up over head, toes, and fingers poised. Rolling over to one side, using your arm as a pillow. Pressing yourself up to a seated position. With softer closed eyes. Taking one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Returning to your intention. Saying a generous, kind offering to yourself. Take 3 deep breaths together, inhaling through the nose and out with a sigh. I bring my hands to heart center. Deep gratitude to all of you for sharing in this practice with me. To the teachers of yoga who brought this practice to my experience so that I can share it with you. To the teacher and student in each of us. I honor and cherish you. Namaste. Beautiful rest of your day.